A new dawn for Kenya, the urgency of reform. Kenya stands at a crossroads. The nation is brimming with potential, yet burdened by systemic challenges. Inequality is stark. Unemployment, especially among the youth, remains stubbornly high. Corruption continues to erode public trust and siphon away resources. These issues are not merely economic, they are a matter of social justice. They demand urgent and comprehensive reform. The time has come for a bold new social contract in Kenya, one that prioritizes economic justice and accountable governance. This new social contract must be built on a foundation of inclusivity. It must ensure that the benefits of economic growth are shared equitably among all Kenyans. It must create opportunities for all, regardless of background or circumstance. And it must be underpinned by a government that is transparent, accountable, and responsive to the needs of its people. The task ahead is not easy. It will require bold leadership, unwavering political will, and the active participation of all Kenyans, but the potential rewards are immense. By tackling these challenges head-on, Kenya can unleash a new era of inclusive growth and shared prosperity. It can create a society where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential, and it can reclaim its rightful place as a beacon of hope and progress in Africa. The following sections will outline a comprehensive set of policy proposals designed to achieve these goals. These proposals are not exhaustive, but they represent a starting point for a national conversation on how to build a more just and prosperous Kenya for all. Reclaiming economic justice, tax and wage reforms. A fair and efficient tax system is the bedrock of any just society. It is through taxation that governments raise the resources necessary to provide essential services, invest in infrastructure and promote economic development. However, for too long, Kenya's tax system has been characterized by inequity and inefficiency. The burden of taxation has fallen disproportionately on the shoulders of the poor and the middle class, while the wealthy have often been able to avoid paying their fair share. This has resulted in a vicious cycle of inequality, where the gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen. To address this injustice, Kenya must undertake comprehensive tax reforms aimed at creating a more progressive and equitable tax system. This means shifting the tax burden away from consumption taxes such as the value-added tax, which disproportionately impact the poor, and towards taxes on income and wealth, which are more effectively levied on those with higher incomes. Specifically, Kenya should consider reducing the value-added tax from 16% to 10%, while simultaneously increasing taxes on corporate profits, particularly for large multinational corporations and high-income earners. In addition to tax reforms, Kenya must also address the issue of wage stagnation. For far too long, wages have failed to keep pace with the rising cost of living, leaving many Kenyans struggling to make ends meet. This is particularly true for those in low-wage jobs who often work long hours for little pay. To ensure that all Kenyans can earn a living wage, Kenya should introduce a national minimum wage set at 30,000 shillings per month. This minimum wage should be regularly reviewed and adjusted to reflect changes in the cost of living. Furthermore, labour laws must be reformed to ensure fair treatment and decent working conditions for all workers. The government should mandate 3 8-hour shifts for all businesses operating 24 hours a day, eliminating the exploitation of workers through excessive overtime. This will not only improve the lives of workers but also create more job opportunities. By ensuring that all Kenyans have access to decent work and fair wages, Kenya can begin to address the root causes of inequality and build a more just and equitable society. Empowering the people, labour laws and price regulation. The previous section highlighted the need for a national minimum wage and fair labour practices. This section delves further into strengthening workers' rights and addressing the rising cost of living through price regulation. Kenya's labour laws must be reviewed and amended to provide greater protection for workers, particularly in the informal sector, which constitutes a significant portion of the workforce. This includes ensuring safe working conditions, access to healthcare, and protection from exploitation. Furthermore, the government should promote collective bargaining agreements and strengthen trade unions to give workers a stronger voice in negotiating fair wages and benefits. However, wage increases alone cannot solve the problem of economic inequality if the cost of essential goods and services continues to rise unchecked. The government must play an active role in regulating the prices of essential commodities, such as food, fuel, and healthcare. This can be achieved through a combination of measures, including setting price ceilings, providing subsidies, and strengthening consumer protection agencies. For example, the government can establish a price control board that sets and regularly reviews the prices of essential commodities based on production costs, inflation, and other relevant factors. This board should have the authority to enforce these prices through market surveillance and prosecution of businesses that engage in price gouging or other unfair practices. By taking these steps, the government can ensure that essential goods and services remain affordable for all Kenyans, regardless of their income level. This will not only alleviate the financial burden on struggling families, but also contribute to a more stable and equitable economy. In the pursuit of a more efficient and effective government, reforming public service stands as a crucial pillar. It's not just about reducing bureaucracy, but also about enhancing transparency and accountability. Public service reform aims to ensure that every citizen receives the quality services they deserve without unnecessary delays or complications. By embracing innovation and modern technology, we can transform public institutions to better serve the needs of the people. Ultimately, the goal is to create a government that is responsive, responsible, and resilient in the face of future challenges. County governments play a critical role in delivering services to the people. By strengthening these local institutions, we ensure that resources are managed effectively and reach those who need them most. Empowered county governments mean better healthcare, education, and infrastructure for everyone. A strong foundation is essential for lasting prosperity. By investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, we lay the groundwork for a thriving society. When communities are equipped with the right tools and opportunities, they can build a future full of promise and potential. Dignity and progress go hand in hand. Ensuring that every individual has access to basic needs and opportunities is not just a moral imperative, but also a cornerstone of sustainable development. By promoting equality and justice, we pave the way for a society where everyone can flourish. Integrity is the bedrock of trust and good governance. By fostering a culture of transparency and accountability, we can combat corruption and build public confidence in our institutions. Integrity in leadership inspires confidence and ensures that the benefits of development reach all citizens.